Hello guys, my name is 711 and welcome to week 5 of the UGBC. This is the battle against Meng, coach of the um, the San Antonio Espurrs. So real quickly guys, I want to do a quick team recap because I did change a few small things. Uh, First of all, yeah, Altaria doesn't need maximum speed. So I put some in defense and I made it bold instead of modest because I'm fearing that Mega Metagross to really destroy lives. And hopefully, actually, I calculated that a Bullet Punch is not going to do too much anymore to Mega Altaria. So that was that. And I also changed Magmortar to also be a little bit more defensive. So those were the... Oh, and I also changed Mew to have the Citrus Berry. And I don't know if I had Psychic on before or Psyshock, but I have Psyshock now. And so the Citrus Berry is just to keep Mew a bit healthier. Maybe he can Rock Polish a couple times, you know, baton pass it to other people. And so we're going to start this battle at 7:11 p.m. in my honor, Eastern Standard Time. And I am going to cut this out until we start the battle. Okay, the time is 7:11 and we are ready to go. Let's accept. Oh my goodness, look at this team. He did not bring the Roserade like I was hoping. He brought the Infernape that I was fearing. He brought the really bulky Clefable. He has the Defog and he has the Rapid Spin on his team. I'll have to scout for the item for Jolteon and for the Latios and for the Infernape, I suppose. Mega Metagross is going to be a pretty big problem for me. Oh boy. I mean, Donphan seems like it's going to be a pretty good pick anyway. The uh, the Metagross could really put in a big hole in my team, so I'm gonna pick Donphan. I see Celindy, my next week's rival, is watching. Celindy, and I see Corey, the other admin for this league. He's also here. So let's get this show on the road here. Let's see what's gonna go down. I already decided that I'm going to lead with the Donphan. Let's try and see what happens. Apparently there's an issue. Apparently there's an issue with Celindy's volume. Let's see what happens here. I'd say that the worst case scenario for us would be the Tentacruel lead. Expecting the Donphan. If Tentacruel leads, then Donphan would have to take a Scald or something like that, and I would probably just have to Earthquake right away, just to try to get rid of the Tentacruel, and hopefully... Okay, so here's Donphan, and here's Tesla. Oh, he has an Air Balloon. That's not good. So I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks, and yeah, I think I'm gonna set up the Stealth Rock. Let me see. Yeah, I clicked Stealth Rock. So that air balloon, that is really clutch because I can't go for Earthquake. I would have to weaken this Donphan first, or I'm sorry, I have to weaken Tesla, the Jolteon first, and then I would be able to go for Earthquake. That's actually really smart, and that's really messing up this strategy here, but yeah, so Stealth Rock is most important here. Stealth Rock is of the utmost importance, and hopefully we can do something about this. He could also be carrying the Hidden Power Ice. I have oh, I see there's a lot of issues here. I think that there's an issue with Celindi's joining and such. So I see that Altaria is weak to ice, Donphan is weak to ice, Nidoking is weak to ice. So here's a Hidden Power Ice that does less than half, and I get up the Stealth Rock. Okay, that's pretty good. That's actually really good for me. Now, let's see. I think that the best thing to do would be to Ice Shard this Jolteon, just to pop the balloon, and if something else wants to switch in, then that's fine, I suppose. Okay, so there's the Ice Shard, the balloon pops, and Hidden Power Ice. Oh, he got a high roll. Did he? Yeah, he got a high roll on that. Okay, so let's see here. If I send in Nido... Oh man, the problem here is that Jolteon outspeeds everything on my team, and so I'm tempted to go into Mew. I'm really tempted to go into Mew here. I think, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm going to just click the Rock Polish here. Let's see what Tesla wants to do. Let's see what Meng, coach of the Espurrs. Let's see what he wants to do. Let's see what he wants to do. I suppose the worst case scenario here would be if Clefable comes in right now, because then I would have to switch and he can set up a Calm Mind. That is really not what we're looking for. Yeah, because Clefable is just going to really mess up this Mew. Psyshock is not going to do a whole lot, and Dark Pulse is resisted, so that's going to do even less. So I'm really curious as to what what's going to happen here. He could just Shadow Ball, because like I said before, he just has an air balloon. He doesn't have Choice Scarf, he doesn't have Choice Specs. He's free to switch up his moves. And in that case, I would probably go to Magmortar, because I have Fire Blast, which does half, and Clear Smog does plenty. We're a little bit behind. We're down one Pokemon, but you know what? The battle has just begun. This is only turn 3, for crying out loud. So Tesla's already taken some damage from Ice Shard. The air balloon is popped, and I can hit it with an Earth Power later on. Yeah, I see Celendi is still having some trouble here. Meng is taking his jolly good time here. Hopefully he'll pick his move. Okay, so there's Shadow Ball, which does more than half, but that Citrus Berry really comes in clutch, and now he doesn't know what to do. Now he doesn't know what to do. I'm tempted to Dark Pulse and get that flinch chance. Let me see here. Well, I'm going to calculate what a Psyshock will do. So, what will a Psyshock do to Jolteon? Let's say a modest Mew, 252 EVs in special attack, and let's say that the Jolteon, Jolteon, there you are. Let's say that you are, let's say you are the Life Orb set. Oh boy, it doesn't look like it's going to do enough. It does not look like Psyshock is going to KO. It's like 3% off. So, okay, what should I do then? I think that the best thing to do is, I'm gonna go back to the battle. I guess I just have to Baton Pass. So there's Baton Pass. I'm going to go into... Now, Nidoking is really tempting. I'm going to go into... I'm going to go into... Magmortar? I'll go into Altaria. Yeah. Because, like I said before, Nidoking is our win condition, and I don't want to throw that away just yet, if you know what I'm saying. So, I'm going to Mega Evolve here and go for the Hyper Voice. It does not kill. There's a Hidden Power Ice. Now here's a really tough play here. I could go for the Roost, because Roost is going to heal me back up more than the Hidden Power Ice will. I think I may do that. But what if something switches into... What if something switches in whenever there's... as I Roost? I think that it's best to just go for the Hyper Voice. Should I think I'll Hyper Voice. Okay, Luna Lovegood, the Clefable comes in, and that does more than half. Oh my goodness. That does so much. Pointed Rocks. So this means, yeah, Pointed Rocks dug into opposing Luna Lovegood. That means that you are not Magic Guard. That means you're unaware. Or Q-Charm, really. But, oh boy, I guess he brought Unaware Clefable for Serperior. He has to be really surprised I didn't bring Serperior. Serperior just wasn't going to do a whole lot for this battle, so he's just going to let the Clefable go down. I am perfectly fine with that. That's actually really smart, to be honest, because that means that something else can come in here. Judging by this team, I'm gonna say the Tentacruel comes back in, because I outspeed everything. Actually, if Mega Metagross has Bullet Punch, then Altaria would go down, and then I would have a Mega Metagross to deal with. That's actually worst case scenario. If Mega Metagross comes in Mega Evolved, because Donphan is already gone, my physically defensive wall. Hopefully that does not happen. Hopefully Metagross does not come in. The Tentacruel comes in. Okay. Tentacruel, that's an issue. Fire Blast is strong. Hyper Voice is stronger yet, and is Stab, so I'm going to go for Hyper Voice. So let's see how much this Hyper Voice hurts this Tentacruel. I'm basically sacking off Altaria here, guys, because there isn't a whole lot of use keeping Tentacruel around. Sludge Bomb. Okay, so Altaria goes down. Thank goodness that Tentacruel did not go for Rapid Spin there. Thank goodness he didn't go for Rapid Spin there. So I'm going to Fake Out. Tentacruel is not so high and mighty on the defensive side. So there's really no reason not to go for Fake Out. He brings in the Latias. Why does he bring in the Latias? I think I'm just gonna go for a knockoff. I just go for a knockoff and that just takes out the Latias. What was that? I'm really surprised. He just threw away his Latias. What was that for? I'm really confused. But why did he just sack off Latias? Latias could have could have used Psychic on Nidoking, that would go down. It could have used Surf on Magmortar, that would go down. Could have used, I think it gets Shadow Ball for Mew, that would go down. Why did he want to sack off the Latias? I'm really confused now. But now we are 4 and 4 Pokemon. Let's see what he sends in. I don't have a whole lot on Ambipom for Infernape or the Mega Metagross. I think that, well, I know that Jolteon will outspeed and it will do a lot of damage, but Jolteon's already pretty weak, so I really doubt that Jolteon is going to come in. If Jolteon comes in, he's just sacking that off too. But now the score is tied, and let's see who comes in. Oh, ignore the phone. Let's see what happens here. That's really okay. So I'm going to say that with the low defenses and HP that Infernape has, I'm going to say I could Thunder Wave, but since it has really low defenses, I think I'll just go for Frustration. I think I'll go for Frustration. Let me look at those stats. Yeah, I think I'll just go for Frustration. I do outspeed, unless he's the Choice Scarf. He does outspeed. That means that he is 100% Choice Scarfed, and that means I can send in Mew. And I have no reason not to go for Rock Polish because Infernape will just have to switch here. He's not going to go for a close combat on a Mew. He's not going to go for close combat on a Mew. So I'm really guessing that Infernape will switch here, and I am free to Rock Polish and be faster than anything that is going to be switched in. I think that is the play to make here. So, yeah, I think that we might be able to pull this off. Now, if Metagross comes in, I really don't know if a Dark Pulse will take out Mega Metagross. So I'm really fearing that, and I need to baton pass the speed into something else before that happens. This is a really good game. Thankfully, there aren't any hacks per se. Okay, so here is the what do you call it? Z-Drive, the Metagross. You know, let's try a Dark Pulse. Let's try a Dark Pulse and see what happens. I could switch into Magmortar or the Nidoking. I'm just going to go for the Dark Pulse. He switches into Tentacruel. That is going to do very little damage. The Black Sludge basically cleans that up, and I have no reason not to go for Psyshock. Psyshock is just going to destroy this Tentacruel. Maybe he thinks I have Psychic, and I'll switch. And that could be the opportunity he was looking for to Rapid Spin, maybe? I don't know what's going on now. But I clicked Psyshock, and hopefully he stays in and Tentacruel goes down. Seeing as how Magmortar won't like a Scald, and Nidoking won't like a Scald, Mew just has to stay in here. So I have my Psyshock, Tentacruel goes down, that's excellent. And who comes in next? You come in next. I still think that it's not safe to switch the Magmortar or the Nidoking in. So I Psyshock, and that goes down. Mew is just sweeping here. Mew got 2 kills. So here's Tesla. Dark Pulse or Psyshock will take it out. But, oh man, this is the really risky move here, because what about the Metagross? I don't think a Dark Pulse will take out the Mega Metagross, so I think I'm going to calc it here. You are an itemless Jolteon, and I'm really wondering if a Shadow Ball, I'm willing to bet he's going to Shadow Ball. Will a Shadow Ball take out Nidoking? No, it doesn't. Shadow Ball doesn't take out Nidoking. A crit almost takes out Nidoking. A crit will do like 96% max. So let's go into Nidoking. There's a Shadow Ball. That's really good. And I have no reason not to go for Earth Power. And you go down. Alright. So there's only one Pokemon left, and it looks like this is going to be a 3-0 victory for the Pittsburgh Thunderbolts. Come on. Just pick your move. It's not going to matter what move you pick. Even if you pick Bullet Punch, that shouldn't take out the Nidoking. All that has to happen now is just go for Earth Power. Earth Power does like 102% minimum. Earth Power, goodbye. And that is a win for us. Thank you so much, Meng, for the battle. That was really exciting. That was pretty intense. I like your team, but I guess we had a pretty good matchup against you, and I prepared very well for it. Awesome. Yeah, you just can't hold back the power of Nidoking. So that's a 3-0 victory for us. We're now 3-2. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and put your comments in down below. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.